Hello there folks, it is TIJ Gaming and welcome back to the Snooker 19 Pro Career with Neil Robertson. Today it is time for part 10 already of the new season, so I think it's fair to say at part 10 that I've got to drop that new season line. We just have to go with season 4, but it has been a very good start to season 4. We got to the semi-final of the first event, the Riga Masters, very close to getting to the final. But I think we all admit that Ding Junhui was a better player in that semi-final, so we lost to him by 5 frames to 3. And then in the E10 World Open, in rounds 1 and round 2, we beat our opponents by 3 frames to 0, which sets up this match brilliantly. A match that I wouldn't have expected at this stage, but of course that's just how the tournament works, the tournament draw, that we can play pretty much any of the top 16 at this stage, and we have got the toughest test of them all. Rank number 1, Judd Trump, for a place in the quarterfinals. Now, if you guys have not been watching the previous 2 rounds, you might be thinking, well, why is this only a best of 5? And this was planned to be a longer match, either a best of 7 or a best of 9. I'm not sure how long the matches are when they go to the long setting. As you can see, in the settings, we've got the match length set up to long. So it's just a glitch with the game, unfortunately, that it hasn't set up for a longer match. But it's an interesting dynamic, a best of 5. We've got to be awake straight away. And this should be a brilliant match. So don't go anywhere. So quickly, before we get into the start of the match, let's have a look at our matchup history against Judd Trump. It is fair to say that the Juddernaut is our biggest rival in the Snooker 19 career mode. This will be just the 11th time we have played against Judd Trump in 200 odd matches. It is quite incredible, really. 1 in every 20 matches we have played against Judd Trump. Blimey. And good news for us is, the good omen is that we've played against him very, very well recently. We've got a 6-4 record against Judd Trump, with 4 of those 6 victories coming in the last 4 matches. In 3 of the last 4 matches we played against him, we've gone on to win the tournament, so that's a massive omen for us. Of course, the last 2 matches that we played against him in season 3, we played against him in finals, and we beat him comprehensively in those matches. The same goes for the Dapperbet Masters semi-final. We beat him by 4 frames to 0. We then went on to beat Mark Williams in the final there. We also beat him in the quarterfinal of the Players' Championship in Season 2, but we lost at the semi-final against Mark Selby. Before that, though, he beat us in the first 2 meetings against him. We've only played him twice, though, at the last 16 stage, in which it is 1 apiece there. Both best of 5 matches. Interesting, the one was 3 frames to 0 to us. That was a tournament we went on to win, the Scottish Open. And the second one of those was the Gibraltar Open in the last 16 of Season 1, where he beat us by 3 frames to 0. So there's been some comprehensive victories for either player. Apart from that International Championship match, which was our first match against him, which went to a decider, and unfortunately Judd Trump won. They have been not close matches at all. It's been very, very one-sided. So let's see what today's iteration of the Judd Trump versus Neil Robertson rivalry will bring out. Of course, all the frames will be completed in today's video, if it only being a best of 5. And just a quick reminder, we haven't played in the E10 World Open since Season 1, so every penny of cash we earn from this event will go onto our ranking prize money pot, which could be massive for the rankings. I think we're pretty well placed already, whatever happens today, to certainly go ahead of Sean Murphy. Only £1,000 behind him in the rankings, so unless he has a fantastic tournament, we should be moving up another place to P11. But this should be a great match. I'm really excited for it. We beat Joe Perry 3-0 last time out. Beat Tepchiro Nu by the same total. I can't see it being 3-0 against Trump, but you simply never know. And I think this is definitely the biggest test of Season 4 yet. Now, we played pretty well against Joe Perry. We didn't play brilliantly, but we played pretty well. And that's because our mentality was bang on. We decided to play safe. We decided not to play any silly shots. And we went for the whole risk versus reward argument. Now, if we do that today, we give ourselves a good chance. But Judd Trump is not an easy man to beat. Despite some of the brilliant scores we've had against him, he's not an easy man to beat. It's going to be a tough match today. One of the toughest last 16 draws we've had in a while. But just a nice safety battle here. Going into the pack a bit more of an aggressive safety shot, and he's gone in off. The cue ball drops, and that's a foul. So it could be the first chance of the match to get in here. Certainly a potting chance. This is not easy. Not an easy shot. Leaves us nicely if it goes, though, and it's there. Just overhit, though, for the black. Not ideal at all. Gonna have to play this black, though, I think. Not really got much option here. Although the position's not brilliant from this.
To sink this into the left corner pocket.
But it's there. Unfortunately, absolutely no position from it. Might even get ourselves in a snooker. Can you believe that? A fantastic pot. We very rarely pot those. Can you Adam and Eve it?
Pace is key here.
Underhit that one. And it's going to give Judd a chance. Didn't want that one to end there, but amazingly, he's got us to hit it again.
Foul and a miss.
So,
Robertson, 8.
I don't think we were too far off with that power, to be honest. I'm amazed. I can only think that that ball didn't go, and that's a much better response this time. That is much better. Getting into the pack. I don't know if he can see something here. He can't, so a very well-judged shot from us there. Very disappointed to be in that position in the first place after playing that brilliant black. But as I said in the video the other day, well, that's a poor shot. Missed the reds altogether there, and it was a good safety shot as well.
Yellow, certainly not intentional.
So he's going to let us play from there.
Free ball.
Some interesting choices by Judd Trump, I have to say. I don't know if I'd have elected to get my opponent to play from there. Just playing the one red. Hopefully it won't become a potting opportunity, but it might just do. I think it is. We're unlucky to leave that red. Not a lot more we could have done there. That was the only one we could see in open play. But an interesting dynamic to get this started. He's playing with a lot of right-hand side here. And that's a cracking pot to get him started. And a brilliant position on the black. Far better than we got from that opening red. And it might just be he goes for power here. Judd Trump, not a player who messes about. And he does get into the pack. Okay, not the aggression you'd expect to see normally. And that is a bit disappointing from there. So just a safety here. Neither player getting off to a flying start.
Judd Trump, 8.
Just got to make sure we don't get sucked into the whole safety game too much. There's a half chance here for Judd. I don't think he'll pot this, but could be wrong. It's whether he takes it on, and I don't think he will unless he takes this second red on. No, he's not going to. Very close to hitting the jaw there. That could have been problematic. There's a nice target behind either yellow or brown here. Just whether we've gone a bit too thick. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. But in some ways, we get away with it. We just about hit the jaw there, but we got away with it because the one red that we left is right on the cushion. So we very much got away with that. Equally, it's going to be a bit of a problem for us now. It doesn't leave anything on. But a very cagey start to the first frame here. And we've done it again. This isn't good enough. Especially since we played a good safety shot there. It wasn't incredible, but it is points that we're just leaking for no real reason. And obviously if Judd wins the frame by 7 or 8 points, then you're going to be scratching your head as to why. Interesting safety there from Judd. And this red does go. Again, succumbing to the fight, fitting the jaw. This is a risky shot. This will open up the frame, whatever happens.
He's taking the red on.
And it's there.
Top shot. Outstanding potting.
Great pot. As I said, it would open up the frame, whatever happened. We're not going to be able to get to the black, which is a shame. That would have been ideal if we'd have got to the black. We've got nice position on it, but obviously because we were snookered on it, it's not so nice. Going to try and push this pink on. We'll take that.
6.
This red is a little bit harder than you might expect. Going to try and use the cushion to our advantage here. Red's there. Good pot. And not bad contact with the cushion. I don't know if the black passes. There's no real problem if it doesn't. No, it doesn't. So pink it is here. Just looking at our options for the next shot. Need to probably get in a window just below where we are now. So, make contact with the cushion. There needs to be some fair pace on this shot. I don't think it's going to be enough. It might be.
13.
Oh, is it enough? I think it is. I think it just about is.
This shot depends
To
on
get to this
perfect
red.
pace. He'll be
As you can
conscious
see,
of
it was
the
close,
field.
but we just did enough to get to that.
14.
So it's going to have to be the blue we go for next. And we have got to get into a real precise position here. I don't think we're going to be able to because we're right on the cushion. So we're not going to be able to play any screwback. So I think it's just a bit of a hit and hope shot here to get to a potting position on a red.
This requires good cueing.
Got to pot the blue first, of course. Which we have. There's no problem there.
I'm not sure what happened there.
Are we going to hit the jaw? That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. I don't think we'd got the pace on that anyway, even if we hadn't hit the jaw to get anywhere. But that is unfortunate, that is. It's a shame. So just giving the red a very light tap. Shouldn't leave anything on here. But as I said earlier, a very cagey start to the opening frame.
That's an
Over 10
excellent
minutes
shot.
gone now. And in the matches we've played so far, we've usually won the frame in that 10 minutes. And Judd Trump doesn't quite leave a chance. He does if we play some side, of course, but I'm not a fan of doing that. The problem is, the chance for safety isn't great here. I know we had the whole risk versus reward idea, and I think this is good enough to go for. Just check the red passes the other one, which it certainly does. There's enough room there. But if we misjudge this, this could be a frame-winning chance for Judd.
That's really close, but not quite
Well,
close enough.
Could be a winning chance for Judd. I think we've dropped fairly lucky there with where the Reds have ended up. Because he's just played a safety, but a good one at that. A real good one at that. I don't know if there's a... No. Let's ignore that. Just ignore that. Gonna have to put some decent pace into this. Try and get the cue ball safe. It's going to have to be a game of luck here. And that cue ball doesn't look bad. That cue ball doesn't look bad. It's just not quite got that
Best shot I've seen.
angle on it, unfortunately. Not quite.
Continues.
But still a safety battle on. Amazing, this really is. Surely only a matter of time before this sparks into life. But a fantastic shot from Judd there. And we could have a problem here. Equally, it is one of those frames where the Reds are so split. And we've fluked one. We've fluked one. Well, that is a stroke of luck if ever you would imagine it. Wow. But what I was about to say,
This up into
the only
right
luck you
pocket.
get with safety...
One or two mistakes started
Oh,
to
wow.
come into his game.
That is that's a horrible shot.
Neil Robertson, 1.
Just took that for granted. Straight shot to the middle. 99 times out of 100 you pot that. And we have now given Judd Trump a fantastic chance
Position to take on a
to
cover.
take this frame. That is really disappointing.
5.
Wow. That's disappointing, really is.
Yes, he's taking the pot on.
I suppose I better continue about the safety.
Top shot. Well
In
played.
these sort of frames where the Reds tend to be so far apart, you can find that they actually block one another going into the pocket. But that is just a howler from us. Not to pot the brown there. We focused way too much on position, took the pot for granted, and Judd Trump has got a brilliant, brilliant chance now.
Oh, that's right out of the top drawer.
That's frustrating, that is. But it's happened now. We've missed the brown. We can't go back. We've just got to hope that Judd gives us another chance, but I can't see it.
Doesn't want to overhit this.
20.
These Reds not ideally placed. Got to do a bit of work here.
Nicely onto the colour.
Bear in mind his lead's not that large either. Only 9 points. Would be 16 if he pots the black, which he
28.
does. I think he should be okay here, but he could get tripped up if he's not careful. So electing to go back to the bulk cushion, and that cannon with the yellow might just make this positional shot a struggle. Gonna have to go for power here, go for the brown to the bottom pocket, and that was an excellent shot.
Look at that for a
Obviously relied on the position for the brown to go in,
33.
but if that went correctly, it would have been a brilliant shot, which it was. But it was very close to being a bad one after that cannon with the yellow.
41.
So 29 ahead.
What a
Now 30 ahead. It was fairly close to missing, that was.
top of his game at the moment.
So if he can get the blue here, he just needs the red to take the first frame. And Judd Trump, you don't have to tell, I don't have to tell you, one of those players that if he gets a chance, he will take it. But that is, again, a bit of a poor shot, but he recovers well, really well, in fact. And that should be the frame for Judd Trump. You give him a chance, he takes it, and we really gave him a chance. It's a disappointing one because from where we were, we had definitely got a chance. Pot the brown,
54.
and I think it would have been us who got the first frame, but it's not happened. We made a mistake. We've got to live with that, and as you can see, particularly in this frame,
remaining.
it's been a fatal, real fatal mistake.
Great shot.
63.
And as I said earlier, this best of 5 brings around a different dynamic altogether.
70.
Makes every frame that much more important. He's took a 1 frame lead, so this second frame becomes huge now.
81. 88.
Effectively, if you lose the first frame in a best of 5, you've got to win the next 3 to avoid a decider.
So
That's why winning the first frame in a best of 5 is oh so important.
his opponent in this frame.
I agree. This is a great opportunity to really turn the screw on his opponent.
Nearly hit that break off 10% too short. I did question myself, thought, what's going on here? But a good shot. Keeps all the reds where they are and gets the cue ball back up to the bulk line. It's about all you can do sometimes. A few reds brought out into the open. Can we just get away with a very light tap on this? I think we can. Got to make sure we hit this at the right pace, which we have. Ooh. Not one you'd tend to see, though, usually. We've got the cue ball just about to the bulk cushion, got away with that, but we did hit the jaw.
He'll be playing
Just
safe.
overhit that very slightly. It was a tight one there to hit the ball and avoid doing anything terrible. But this red being up bulk gives us a good chance, actually, to get a nice
Beware
snooker.
How important pace is for this shot.
A big target here. Brown and yellow, but that red has been rather annoying. Just going over to the other side of the table.
Taking this red on.
And he's potted it. Well,
Really nice.
again, I think we focused a bit too much on the snooker there. On the other reds, weren't really thinking about potentially that red
Expert long
being a
ball
problem.
and he's taking this on.
Need to wake up a bit here. We are making a few silly mistakes, and who knows, from this could be Judd Trump 2-0. I said that these games are usually one-sided, so on form, if Judd goes and wins this frame, expect him to go and win frame number 3.
Pace is critical here.
By the way, that analyst line does no good to my confidence. But this second frame, if it's how I think it's going to go, will be a lot shorter than frame number 1.
Nicely positioned for the black.
13.
This is the big shot.
Good split.
Pots the black.
That's really
Nice
good
split,
table
and
here.
you don't expect Judd Trump to make a mistake from here.
21.
And ultimately, it's 2 shots to where he should have done a lot better. In the first frame, should have potted the brown. No two ways about that. This time, it was a little bit unlucky.
So, this pot into the right corner.
Not getting that red safe.
6.
But again, we should have potentially thought about the opportunity. We saw the gap. We thought, ooh, hello. This could be a great chance for a snooker, and didn't consider the one which we might leave was the one that we were playing. Can happen very easily, that.
32.
But Judd looks in very good form. He's the number 1 player in the world, so no surprise there. And so far,
Pace is
Judd
key.
Trump has been a better player than us, no doubt about that.
40.
Tricky pot, he's left him... scratch that. I didn't see that red by the corner pocket, the black corner pocket. I thought he'd have to take the one he was closest to. He might still do. Oh, you can see the red. I thought maybe the black could be a problem here. That's why he was taking so long over that. But I don't expect there to be a problem here. This is a tough pot. He might elect for safety here. But Judd Trump playing safety is just not going to happen. So, lovely pot.
Great pot.
I just can't believe he's got the position from there.
Better.
Absolutely immense.
48. 55.
Not the best luck there, though. So, just a safety from him.
Judd Trump, 55.
So, lead of 55 for Judd. I know it was a bad shot from us before to play the safety, but this time it might just work.
Cue ball tight to the cushion with the shot.
That'll do. See, I thought it might have been a decent shot, and that's him in a bit of trouble.
Yep.
Still a chance here. Oh, wow. He's not going to get the pot from the snooker, is he? Well,
One.
you can't compete with that sort of stuff, can you? I don't think that was intended because he didn't get good position on a colour at all, but I don't know how you can live with that. You put him in a brilliant snooker. How can you possibly compete with that?
4.
Wow. I think a bit of luck involved there, but if he planned that, then kudos to him. This red to get 2 up and leave us needing 3 in a row to win this match. Just feels like one of those where it's going to get away from us. I hope not. We'll certainly give it our all in the next frame, but it's the one issue of a best of 5 if you're on the wrong side of it. It's great if you're on the right side of it. You can
17.
do what Judd's doing now and not really have to use too much energy to go and win the match. But if you're on the wrong side of it, you can be out of there very quickly within about half an hour.
23.
And in this frame, he's looked untouchable. Not a single point for us. Okay, we played the safety when we had the chance, and you can visibly see now it wasn't a safe shot. But a long way back here, by no means over, but Judd is definitely the favourite now.
37.
This is a tricky one along the cushion.
Oh, well, he's missed the red. Is he going to fluke it? I'm about to say, if he was going to fluke it, that would really be just the end. But obviously it's the end of the frame. We're 92 behind with 35 to go. And a long way back for us now.
Thank you. The third frame. Judd Trump to break.
Well, it's not quite a miracle we need to win this match, but we do need to play a bit of no-mistake snooker, which makes this red here so much harder to make a decision over. Because it's a nice chance. If we pot it, it's a good chance. And the way Judd Trump's playing, I think it's probably the only way we can get in. But
He's looking at this red.
I'm going to take the risk. I'm going to take the risk here.
That's a good opening.
And it's there. Not the best position. We can play for the pink. We haven't really got much chance of developing a break here. But let's have a look what we can potentially do. I don't think there's a lot we can do. If we get into that very small gap, there's a chance. Got to hit this very well. It's only a small gap. Maybe we could play a safety. If not, I don't think we've quite got in that gap. No. And the pink's actually gone back. Well, we wouldn't have been able to get to that red anyway because the pink has gone into that gap, which is a pain. So, safety required here. Not going to leave too much on, whatever we do.
That's a fine snooker. Well
And there you go, we got the snooker. We only hit it slightly, but we had good contact with the black. So we do get the snooker. To be fair, not going to leave much on there. That's not really much of a surprise. Need a bit of good fortune ourselves here. Wouldn't mind this being on the side cushion. That'll do. There is a pot that he might well take on here. A little bit unfortunate, you have to say, to only get 7 points out of that. Ooh, that's an uncharacteristic mistake from Judd. And that has given us a great chance. As I said, it's not a miracle we need. We certainly don't need to give that a whack, that's for certain. But this, I think, has got to just be one of those shots where we open up the pack. I don't think there's any point dillying around here and not playing an aggressive shot. We've just got to go for it here.
Play this with a lot of power.
Because I think if we don't win at this visit, something's gone wrong. But hopefully we'll hit the ball sometime soon. There we go. We get the ball. And it's not a bad shot. Gives us a chance. Obviously the black will go back on its spot. So we can play in and around that black ball. It's crucial at this point in a match not to accept defeat. To believe you've got a chance. Because as we saw with Judd taking frames in quick succession, we can dish out the same treatment. Problem is, the position's not that brilliant here.
Pressure, perhaps?
Wow. That's a dreadful shot. Again, for the second time today, focusing way too much on position. We never miss those. We never miss those. Focusing way too much on position.
A half chance.
Position that Judd Trump's going to make the most of now. And we just haven't had our game today. And it seems that when we play well, we play well. But there's no real in between. I talked about our opponents being a bit like that. But we seem to have followed the same trend. We've made some silly mistakes against Judd today. Not dismissing his play. Of course, he's played well.
This needs to be played at the right pace.
This has been really poor. Especially there we had a chance. Not maybe to win the frame, but we had a chance to get something. And really, it wasn't good enough. And that could well be our last shot at the World Open.
13.
As I've said several times, it's going to be an improvement in our ranking, but if we are to go out here, it's a bit of a tricky shot, this next one. Not ideal, but I think he'll still pot it. He does.
16.
But if this was to be it today, if we'd have given a bit more fight, I don't mind that. But to lose in this way is disappointing. It's not all over yet, but the way Judd's played, I can't see him make another mistake.
23. 30.
I have to say, he hasn't got the cue ball on a string. But I think it'll be enough for him. Black's going to go... Ooh, that's a bit of a nightmare. So he's going for the blue, the safer option. And I think he's probably going to open up the reds here. Because they're in a decent position. But no, he keeps them as they are. They're pretty decent, actually, those 3 or 4 reds. But if it was me, I'd have just... not... well, especially at 2-0 up, I'd have just gone for it.
37.
Played into them and hoped for the best. That's maybe why I'm the man who's 2-0 down, and that's why Judd Trump's leading. But there you go.
Drop into the centre pocket.
I can't see any problem for him now.
43.
And a real shame after a good start to this tournament. We're going to go out in the last 16, it seems, but not without inflicting some torment on us, it seems.
And he's played it well.
Judd Trump, 43.
He'll be conscious of not overhitting this.
Well, that's not a bad shot. We couldn't do a lot about avoiding a pot there, but to be fair, we have. That's a really good escape. I thought he was going to bloody fluke one there, you know what he's like. The way he's played today. But we're going to try and get our own back. Our safety game's not been brilliant so far. And I think it might continue. Just not enough pace on that, unfortunately.
I'm not sure what happened there, but it's a
Bit better, and we'd have been right behind the green, but it doesn't work. And that might just be the last straw today.
One.
It happens at the end of the day. You know, it's not a bad start to our season at all.
4.
If that is to be it today, I don't think it is quite yet, though. He's made another mistake. He's trying his best to get to the winning line, but he's very much just treading water at the moment. Well, touching ball, can you believe it? Would have been a decent opportunity to get a snooker actually there, but we were safe wherever we hit the ball, so no issue. What's he going to play though now? Oh, he's very nearly had an illegal pot on the pink. Interesting. Well, we are safe here because the red won't pot to the corner pocket with the pink being there. And that's a nice shot. We'll take that. Still see the red, but not as well as he would have hoped to have done. And now we're going to get a bit of a, not a grudge match, but
Great shot.
just one of those where nobody can really do anything. I'm trying to think of the word, and I cannot think of the word for the life of me.
This is developing into a fascinating.
I can't think. And there we go. Well, that was dreadful. It's just summed up our game today. It has. It's just summed up our game.
That was a really tough shot, and it hasn't worked out all that well.
But, you know, you have days like this. You have days like this. It's one of those. But I'll tell you what, Judd Trump does not want to win this match. Clearly he doesn't want to win this match. And I'll tell you what, this is actually a good chance now. Must be all but out of this. I'm amazed he's left that on. I can't believe he's played a safety there. Just pop the red and you're through, pretty much.
1.
Unbelievable. Well, that is very uncharacteristic for Judd Trump. He usually gets the opportunity, pots all the balls, and it's sayonara to your chance. As I thought it would have been there, but this is a good chance now. This red's going to be a tough one, but this will open up a chance for us here.
Run this along the cushion.
Just don't want to be shell-shocked here and think, oh my god, we've got a chance. And don't take it.
Brilliant. What a magnificent pot.
8.
However, the pain in the bottom here is that yellow doesn't pass the brown. So, let's pot the brown. Let's get that out of the way. Obviously, it's not going to matter because we're potting the yellow to the other pocket, the corner pocket.
12.
This would be a turnaround. Judd Trump being so close to winning the match.
To go.
It'd be great for us to win the frame, and who knows, this might just be the bit of hope we need. I'd given our resignation speech in effect already, saying, well,
Nice positioning for the
can't
brown.
see him making a mistake here, but lo and behold, he did. And it was a shocker. To play that snooker, leave the red on. Put it that way, it's not best player in the world form, that isn't. Still a bit of work to do though here. This will go down to the black.
Potting this into the right corner pocket.
Obviously if we pot blue and pink, and we're not looking bad on the pink. It's not a sitter. Would have liked to have been a bit straighter on that given the amount of pressure that's on us. And also knowing the black won't be the easiest, but the pink's there. What's the position like on the black? It's not bad, but
32.
it's not brilliant either. I think we should be okay. As you can see, level on points now. Don't have to play too much pace. Of course, the danger is if we miss this, Judd's right in. But it looks good, and it's there. And that is a brilliant turnaround from us. We took our chance.
39.
As I said, Judd Trump didn't want to win the frame. He left that starter red, and, well, we've halved the deficit.
Thank you, the 4th frame. Neil Robertson.
I'd have laid money on us losing that from the position we were in, but clearly not. Well, all of a sudden, we've got another chance. And I think it's when things like this happen that you do open your eyes to the potential of what could happen. Knowing us, though, within about 5 minutes, Judd will make a century break and it'll be all over. But that's got to have effect on you mentally, and as you can see already, I think it has. He's left us a good opportunity to get a starter here.
Well, it goes.
Just
Half
play a lot of
chance
backspin, move those reds. Lovely pot.
Really nice opening red.
And also, playing that backspin brings two other reds into play. Clever shot there, if I may say so myself.
He's looking to pop this into the right corner. Nicely done.
Just don't play any silly shots, really. We've been a victim of doing that far too often today. If we miss a tough shot, then you know that's on us, and we can't really do a lot about that.
He's going for the left corner pocket. Excellent.
But if we keep this cue ball on a string,
Quality cueing there. Really good.
there shouldn't be a problem. And from being pretty much out of this game, could well have a decider on our hands. That's just how quickly these best of fives can shift in the balance of power.
11.
However, still very early on in frame 4, so we don't want to get too big for our boots just yet. Bit of fortune there actually for the brown to be in a potable position, but again, not bad. Need to use the cushion here. Get the red back across the table. Need to clear the blue. That's not bad. A bit more power would have been nice, but
16.
that's not bad. That's not bad. Need a good pot here though. This is the crucial pot. You could see that we played a weak positional beforehand, so that's why we're in this position.
So, this pot's into
Need to
the
pot
right
this
corner.
though. And it's there.
Down it goes.
And a few more reds
Wonderful shot.
cleared. And a nice positional. No way we're going to go for the pink though. That is a accident waiting to happen if we played that.
This is tough.
What a wonderful pot.
Position looks very good here. He's played that very well.
Certainly are a few reds on, aren't there?
22.
Although I didn't see that coming. I think this red should go. Tell you what, if it doesn't, we're going to look a right fool. But it's there. It's okay. Panic over.
He's got nice position on the blue ball here.
Could play the blue. Could play the pink. Don't know which one to go for here. I think it's going to be pink.
He's aiming for the left corner here. Tremendous pot.
That's a good shot. That's a good shot. Just pull up now.
Shot.
That will do.
29.
Or will it? For some reason, I've just got a complete memory loss and forgot the pink actually does go back on its spot. So this makes this shot very, very tough now. One of those you've got a pot. It looks pretty good to me.
This won't be easy.
Tough, very tough.
Brilliant.
But it's there.
What a
Brilliant.
magnificent pot.
Position
Talk about getting yourself out of jail.
30.
Goodness me, that really was.
Looking to play this softly. Great shot.
great
A
cueing.
break of 36. It's a tough one here because the reds aren't brilliantly positioned. But we're working our way around that at the moment, just. Gonna have to have a breakthrough soon.
37.
But at the moment we're just about surviving the way we are. Need to be just past the
Well,
pack
no
really with
surprises
his
here
shot.
with the long pot attempt.
Good shot.
That's a top shot.
That'll do. A little bit more pace would have been nice, but you can't hit every shot perfectly. You have to concede that in snooker that you're not going to get perfect on every shot. And that wasn't the best.
43.
Wasn't the best at all, really. Might be safety time here, you know. I think it'd be wise. A little bit harder than we wanted, so I don't quite think we're going to get the snooker. Be a good safety, though.
Neil Robertson, 43.
We'll take that. Would have been nice to have done it in one visit, but it just doesn't happen for you sometimes. He's hit the blue, and he's got away with what he's done there, really. That's a bit of a poor shot, has to be said. Didn't expect those reds to split so easily. It's not a sitter, though, this, if he takes it on. He's going to take it on. Don't know if he did or not there. You either got it horribly wrong or didn't take the pot on. I would suggest that it was the first of those, because that was a terrible shot. Whether it was a safety or a pot, so I think it was probably the latter of those. I think he was going for the pot. And would you look at that, brilliant position on the black.
One.
And this is a real chance now. Black's back in play.
8.
And as I said, we've got a real chance. We were pretty much out of this match.
He's going for it.
And if we can successfully pot some balls here, well,
What about that for a
we are then one frame away from winning this match and going through to the last 8. It's not just Judd.
He's playing this into the right centre pocket.
Just shows how these best of 5s can turn around so quickly. We're not quite there yet, though. Not quite there yet. But the red and the colour will do it for us. Unless there's one lurking in the bulk I haven't seen, but no, there isn't. That's okay.
16.
But this pink puts us 65 points ahead with 59
Pot here.
remaining on the table.
No issue
And it's there.
that should be it. No
Well, as
real
I've said a few times now,
in the frame now.
I was not expecting to be in this position at all. I thought in that third frame that Judd would take it, but we seem to have found something here.
23.
He's attempting
And
to
it would be a
sequence
fantastic
into the left
comeback
corner pocket.
if we went on and won this match from here. The matches against Judd Trump have never been close, but today it seems like it's an anomaly. But I'm not really bothered about potting this, just give the red a whack. Not going to commit a foul, I don't think, here, but even so, he won't come back to the table. And, well, we're going to a decider.
Robertson, 29.
Who would have thought that a few minutes ago? No one, but brilliant play by us to take those 2 frames. And
Thank you. The fifth
all of the other permutations go out the window now. It's a 1-frame shootout to see who's going to get into the last 8. A big boy is going to get knocked out here. But I feel like this just could be a catalyst. I said we had to wake up. Judd Trump has left another chance. Only a small one. But play our cards right. Could be a frame winning chance. And that first red's there. Always good
1.
to get in first in a deciding frame. Just about missed the red there, which I'm happy about. Not particularly happy about how close we are to the cushion, but it's okay, that. I don't mind that, actually. That's okay. Got to get some sort of angle on the black here. Not straight. Need to pop the red first, and a bit of angle on that. That wasn't great towards the pocket. Not great, to be honest. Got to hope for the best here, and we missed the reds altogether. Could have potentially done better there, but not a bad shot. Again, we take 16 points. And it should be a fairly simple shot to get safe here. Not the most flashy snooker in the world. But if we leave a pot on here, well, I wouldn't believe it. But a good snooker.
That's an excellent safety.
Not quite a snooker, though. You can just see the edge red. And I think the winner of this safety battle will go a long way towards winning this match. Where is that cue ball going? It's okay. We'll take that. Bit of a more aggressive safety from Judd. But it's a fantastic shot. He's got us snookered.
Very well judged shot there.
Don't really want to put any side on this, but we might be forced to. Oh, no, we're not going to be.
He doesn't want to overhit this.
Just take a few seconds. I know it sounds stupid, but that phone has gone off, so just got to regain our concentration. Oh, we've underhit that. We do hit the red, but where's it going to end up? Potting chance. Not disastrous, doesn't open up all the pack, but gives Judd Trump a chance.
Now, can he drop
And I
this
feel
into
like
the
after the last 2 frames, he's not going to leave anything on the table here. If he doesn't take this chance, he's going to have played as best as he can.
6.
This is a big shot. Oh, he's just going into the pack. Interesting. Pot to the red, but, well, that's end of break. I'm amazed at that. With that sort of shot, you've just got to commit to it.
7.
And he didn't. So, very interesting. I am astonished at that. Well, we do leave things out a little bit here. Trying to get safety behind the brown. And I don't know if we've covered that red. Well, we have pushed out of the pack. We have for a potting chance, luckily. Again, a bit of a poor safety from Judd there. And this is a hard shot to take on. But it's one of those, if you pot it, it's a match-winning pot. And it's there. Great shot.
tremendous potting?
He couldn't have played that any better.
So, is this now our match to lose? Begs the question, doesn't it?
He's playing for the right corner here.
Blue's there.
No problem there.
He's playing very well here.
Still a bit of a mountain to climb here.
6.
It's not going to be easy.
Playing this with plenty of power.
Pot should be fine. Just need to get out of there, really. Give ourselves a chance. That's it. That's fine.
7.
Just have a look. This red will go if we can get back down.
You'll need to strike the cue ball very true here.
Ooh, a bit hard.
What a great
Should be
demonstration
okay, though.
of cue power.
Black's out of commission and so is pink, so that makes this break just that much harder. That's going to be a problem, isn't it, next time around? Oh, can't quite get to one of these reds, so it's going to give us a headache. We either play this tough, oh, we can't get to that, so there we go, that's decision made, basically. Now, can we get an angle? Oh, we pop the blue. No, we can't really. I think then we've just got to play safe. It's the only way to play here. We just can't go for it. There's too much risk involved. If we don't get the positional, then it's not in our hands there. We have to play a safety. At least we've got the option to play a safety or not. We haven't really got too much pressure. And Judd's not left that red. He's done very well to leave that red where it is. Does leave us a bit of a headache. Certainly does, but let's try and get the red back over this side of the table. Sorry, not the red, the cue ball. This could be alright. Needs to pull up, needs to pull up, needs to pull up. And I think... Has it pulled up just at the right spot? Yes, it has. What a shot that is. Standing shot there. And he has left a chance.
That's a pretty poor attempt, really.
You've got to pot this, though. This is the sort of shot you can miss if you're not careful. And it's dropped. The cue ball has dropped.
1.
But we're back in this situation again, where there's not really a shot that we can take. So, you know, you might say, well, you're wimping out. I just don't think we can possibly condone playing an attacking shot there.
Safety shot.
And a good shot.
Neil Robertson, 1.
And a good reply. Might have a bit of a stalemate for a while here. That was the word I was looking for earlier, by the way. It's come to me now. a bit too thick on the green. Would have been great to have a bit of contact and then go behind the brown, but if you're not playing that shot, then you are pretty lucky to get that. So attacking safety there, needs some cover. And he hasn't got it. So, tough long red, but it puts us closer. I mean, look at how close that was to hitting the blue. That was just how close he got to getting a successful safety. Didn't quite happen for him, though. Oh, the pink just about goes. That is a fortunate one. It's our dilemma now. Oh, it's not too bad, I suppose. If we play with some backspin, can get to the red.
Lining this up into the right middle pocket.
That was lucky, that went. Really was.
He seems full of confidence at the moment.
7.
Again, don't miss anything where you're going to leave a pot on. Yep, that's okay.
8.
Will these two reds now go? I think they will. Problem is, a little bit of a struggle to get to them. This is a brave one to take on. It's there.
What a top shot that is.
Is that going to leave us any sort of position? Well, it does. That's, oh, well, count your lucky stars on that one, folks. Not a shoe-in, though, for a pot here, so we've just got to be careful.
A delicate touch required here.
It's there.
14.
Well, the black does go here. This is all close quarter snooker. Snooker where you can make a big mistake if you're not careful.
Challenging pot along the cushion here.
Black's there.
21.
I don't know if this is one step too far, taking on this red. Because I feel like it... no. I'm going to chicken out of that. Again, I just feel... Miss that and it could be a big chance for Judd. And there's a good safety opportunity, as you can see. Yes, we've left a half chance. I accept all that. And he takes it on and he misses it. Well, I suppose if he'd have potted that, could have been big for the game. Missing it is also big for the game. Because he leaves it on. Okay, not the best positionally. But this blue should be okay.
This will need good cueing.
Pot the ball. Yes, it's there. And surely we're going to leave something. We are going to leave something. It's not easy. It's not ideal. But would you believe it? From 2-0 down, pretty much down and out, this red to win the match. And it's there. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That's unbelievable. And pot the pink, and I don't think he'll come back to the table. Oh, there we go. It just drops. We haven't snookered ourselves on these, by the way, have we? No, we're okay. Well, we'll be 57 ahead. Trying to make sure we don't pot the cue ball either. We'll be 57 ahead with 43 on. I can't see him coming back to the table. He might well do. Or he might well shake our hand. Let's see what happens here.
Neil Robertson, 13.
And he shakes our hand. That is unbelievable.
And match, Neil Robertson.
I'm a bit lost for words there. It's not the biggest of comebacks of all time, but I'll tell you what. Judd's decision to play the safety where he could have conceivably potted the red turned out to be huge, because that red, if he'd have potted it, would have won in the game. We got the clearance to win and go 2-1 down. And then from there, really, it was all us. Judd Trump with a huge mistake. But it was us who capitalised. And from 2-0 down, we beat Judd Trump by 3 frames to 2. We had given our resignation speech, our defeat speech. But we're through to the quarter-final. And you have to say that it's a bit of an easier one. Now, good news is, one good bit of good news is that the match length has now gone up to the best of 9. I say it's an easier one because we played Luca Bracel at this stage of the Riga Masters. Actually, it wasn't this stage, but the last 16. And we beat him by 4 frames to 0. But all of a sudden, from very nearly being out at the last 16, we've got to beat Luca Bracel and we're through to the semis. absolutely astounding. Well, I don't really know what to say. Unbelievable. What a performance that was. So we'll be back on Wednesday then with the first 4 frames of our quarter-final of the Yushan World Open against the Belgian bullet, Luca Brissell. And then we will return on Saturday for the remaining 5 frames, or obviously how many are needed, to see whether it's ourselves or Luca Brissell who book a spot in one of the most lucrative semi-finals of the season. This is a good chance for Brissell as well, if he does well, to close the gap on Ronnie O'Sullivan for 7th. And it obviously goes without saying, if we can win this match, then we pretty much confirm our place back in the top 10 of this tour. What a match that was. Unbelievable. Just one of those just showing that you should never give up, and a brilliant performance from us. And now we've got to pass the test of beating Brissell to get to the semi-final, our second semi-final of the season. Well, I thought we were all let down and out there, but I think that one deserves a like. Comment your thoughts as well, of course, and subscribe for regular Snooker 19 content on a Monday, Wednesday and a Saturday at 6 PM. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye for now.